Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first Zelcash core dev team meeting. We're going to be going over some of the basics today. We'll be talking about who we are and some of the questions everyone's been having. We'll start by introducing ourselves. All right. So I'm Scribbles, Miles Manley, for those that want to know my personal name. I live in the UK, and I work as the team leader and developer of the project. We've got plenty of things coming, really excited for it, and it's my first project I've started from the beginning, with a team like this built together. So, do you want to move on to Lumi next?
Yeah, I live in Sweden. My name is Lumi, and I'm working with design and some development. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself, Mount Weather? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Unmute yourself.
All right, my turn?
Yeah, you go.
All right, perfect. My name is Mario. I'm a community manager with Zelcash. I live in Arizona in the United States. And I'm associated with, handling the Discord, different social platforms, as well as community outreach and getting on exchanges and things like that.
Awesome. So next we have Extra. Can't talk at the minute due to him having some mic problems. So, hold on. What's going on here? I've got an echo. Right. So, Extra is our developer of the wallets and infrastructure and stuff like that. So he is head and lead of the developing team, and that's what he's in charge of. Any new developers that want to join the project, go through an interviewing process with either Extra or I, and that's what he does. He's got 10 years of coding experience, and he's very good at what he does. So we'll lead on now onto the absentees. So we're missing Ellis and Kui. Ellis is out with family, and Kui is out at the minute as well. So we'll just start working our way through our agenda, and then by the end, hopefully, we will have some questions to answer. So does somebody want to start off with from the top now? So what we have coming? Mount Weather?
Oh, yes, definitely. I can start. Let me pull up here. So we had a couple different questions in regards to getting listed on different exchanges, CoinMarketCap, as well as what we're doing for outreach and PR. So some of the things that I've been working on, and I'll kind of just go down the list here, is trying to get added to different exchanges, which is obviously very important with a growing project. First things first, we can't get listed on CoinMarketCap until we reach a daily trading volume of at least US equivalent of $50,000. So once we reach that, and it's, I don't know if it needs to be done on a continuous basis, maybe a couple days, then we'll reach out to them and get listed on CoinMarketCap. So we are working on that as well. I have reached out to a couple different exchanges that personally I've used in the past, and I think it's important that we get on good exchanges, simply because we don't want exchanges to kind of damage the community, which is what I've seen happen with other projects where they get listed on the wrong exchange, and then the exchange has really bad withdrawal issues and kind of damages the coin for a while. So I reached out to KuCoin Exchange, currently waiting for a reply. I reached out to Bittrex. We have received a reply from them, and they are currently evaluating the coin in the project. I've also reached out to Poloniex, currently also waiting for a reply. and also reaching out to decentralized exchanges as well. So I reached out to Crypto Bridge, which is a decentralized exchange, currently waiting for a reply as well, and reached out to BarterDex, which is another decentralized exchange. Also waiting for a reply. I reached out to Robinhood. They did reply, and they're currently evaluating the coin and project. And as you all know, Robinhood is a new exchange which will be competing directly with Coinbase, and has millions of users already signed up before the exchange has even gone live. I've also reached out to another decentralized exchange called altcoin.io, currently waiting for mod approval of the application, which will then result in community voting. So once that's done and I hear back from them, I'll reach down, send the link to our community here so that we can vote and get on that exchange. Additionally, for future purposes, obviously Binance being the biggest volume exchange for a lot of coins, we will be reaching out to them, but we want to wait a little while to let the coin mature a little bit before attempting to list on Binance. We're only less than a week old here, but we'll get there. Also, a really important exchange for the Asian markets will also be Huobi. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Their application process is very detailed. They typically want lots of media coverage and things like that. So once the coin has matured and we've had articles written about us, YouTubers also spoken about us, then I'll be reaching out to Huobi and get application as well. In terms of marketing, we will be reaching out to different YouTubers to kind of gain outreach in our community. We're currently in communication with 2 known YouTubers at the moment, and we will make any announcements once that information is completed. Additionally, we will be reaching out in terms of media coverage like articles, such as Medium articles, which is very popular for cryptocurrencies. We want to make sure that our first donation, since we will be focusing on donating and raising funds for different causes with the Zell Foundation, we want to make sure our first donation is completed so that we can actually write about that in the article. And that's something that separates us from a lot of different cryptocurrencies as well, as we will be giving back and helping the community. Additionally, we will also be reaching out for news and media coverage in regards to our donations, because it does separate us from lots of different coins. I think that summarizes it pretty well. I'll have lots of other good ideas as to how we can grow the coin and get the community involved, and I'll make sure to keep everyone updated.
Great, thank you for that. So I think we're going to start with what we have upcoming in the near future, because we have a lot of questions about, let's say, the Windows wallet being a little bit buggy, and the Explorer has a few issues. So basically, we had to pre-release 6 days earlier than planned. So that's why we have a few hiccups here and there. But we are the first Zcoin to actually launch with a working wallet, somewhat, for Windows, not just a CLI. And we have a new Explorer coming in the next few hours, 24, 48 hours or so. And we have a web wallet that's also near completion. We're just getting a few translations done, and that'll also be live. That helps us reach out to lots of different platforms and puts us out there for everyone to be able to use and access easily. So moving down through some of the agenda, we're talking about the technology and how it works. So right now, everyone knows we have our Equihash chain. That's what everyone's mining. And that is Zelcash. That is the Zelcash coin, and that is what everyone's mining. The proof of stake and the master nodes, that will be run through the joining of the 2 chains. So we have Equihash, Zelcash. People are going to buy master nodes, stake. With those coins, there's not going to be no auctions off for them. It will be a set amount decided by the community, and we will set how many we're going to need. So then people will stake with Zelcash to have this master node, and they will get paid out, let's say, whichever percentage the community decides, 2.5%, 3% of each block reward. per block to the masternode holders for having their masternode up and running, and then the ETH chain will be secured and running, through these masternodes, allowing the dApps and the decentralized development platform. I hope that sort of sums it up simply for people. If we have any more questions, we'll be happy to answer them. So we are working on development of the ETH chain and getting the whole cross chain working together. Next down the list of things, Lumi, do you want to talk about outreach and how pool owners and stuff can get involved and what we're looking for in a team of people, people that are charismatic and stuff like that? Okay, Lumi's having a bit of a mic problem, but basically, to sum up, we are looking to expand the team. If you want to join, there's a submissions tab on the website to join the Zell Foundation. You have to undergo for example, if you're applying to be a developer, you need to sort of prove your skills, so maybe develop something for us. We obviously won't release it until you're part of the team if it's successful and it works. And there's an interview process, so if you can, you have an interview with either me or Extra, or if you're trying to apply for graphics, it'll either be Ellis or Lumi, and that'll help us assess who you are and if you're the right person for the team. Obviously, people have full-time jobs as well as the Zelcash project, so you need to be able to donate a certain amount of time per week, obviously to be part of the projects, because we need to move along pretty quickly. That's why we have our development fund, which we can also swiftly move on to. Everyone always asks about that and what it's being used for. So the development fund allows us to quickly accelerate forward without having to ask for donations all the time. So we've already been able to list on an exchange that cost us a Bitcoin to get on there, but we were able to finance that and get on there straight away without any issues. And we're hoping to be able to carry on moving forward like this, where we can quickly get stuff done. We've reached out to, like my mother says, YouTubers and stuff. Some of them want a bounty, some of them want to be paid, others don't. So we're working through that with them. And it also helps developers. So if we end up building a development team who are full-time working on the projects, people need to eat, people need to be paid a wage. So that's what the development fund also allows us to do, as well as maintaining infrastructure. It is not the developers to be sold off at any point in time, if that's what people feel like it is. We can't, just answer a quick question, how much for a masternode? We can't say it's going to be community voted. All right. I think that's basically answered. Sorry. I think that's basically answered most of people's questions. So we're just going to go through the questions and suggestions we've had earlier that we asked for in the Discord chat. So we're just going to work our way through those. Do you want to start with the first one, the theoretical transactions per second?
Theoretical transactions per second?
Yeah, Extra gave us a little write-up for that there. And then I answered the next question, so you can just read that out.
Let's see. So essentially, our transactions per second theoretically will match up with anything that Zcash or other ZK Snarks coins can provide at this time. So anything that they are capable of doing, we are capable of doing. If we do find a long line in development anyways in order to improve our transactions per second, those will definitely be implemented into our coin and our system.
Okay, next another question off the Discord was about atomic swaps, lightning networks, and big questions basically. We don't plan on a lightning network because we probably won't need one. I mean, it's a great technology to have down the line if we manage to max our transaction capacity, so we'll obviously be looking to implement it down the line then for sure. And in terms of atomic swaps, yes, that is something we'll be looking into, but it's not something we're focusing on at the moment. We're focusing on getting our decentralized development platform built and out there for everyone to use. Next, a question about scalability. Do you want to take this one, Lumi, or?
Go ahead, you.
Yeah, sure. If you can take that question, that'd be great. Someone asked it on the Discord. I think he's muted himself. Okay. Right. I'll go through it then. Sorry that there's only a few people of us actually able to talk. We sort of planned this dev meeting pretty short notice, so we have got some people in absentia, and we're having some issues with mics, etc. People are out and about. Sorry about that. In the next dev meeting, we'll make sure everything's ready and everyone's well alerted, and we'll have it on time. Okay, we just wanted to get on live for everyone to sort of ease their concerns. For some reason, you maybe all think that we have some sort of anonymity and that we aren't focusing on Zel as a project. We're making sort of shitcoin, which we're not. We are fully invested into this. You know, we've spent over 30 grand at the moment in dollars on the project, and you're getting it off the ground and getting it started. So we're invested into it. There's no benefit of us sort of running off. The only reason we keep our anonymity, or some of us do, is for security reasons. You know, personal security. There's been countless attacks on, let's say, exchange owners, YouTubers making videos about crypto, developers. That's why Vitalik Buterin has a security team, because it genuinely is an issue when there's so much money involved. People are going to try and find you, and they're going to, you know, try and steal, as they always do. That's what happens in the world, sadly. So that is why we try and keep our anonymity. We will be happy to share some information as we go down the line, but we sort of need to keep ourselves and our families safe at this point. Obviously, as we go down, hopefully we'll be in the public eye, so our information will be out there. So we'll move back to another question. Do you want to answer some of these quick fire ones then, Mountweather? We've got some. How does Zel plan to position themselves against the top cryptocurrencies in terms of incorporating technology, etc.? And then you should read.
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely. So obviously ZK Snarks, there's privacy involved with that, with it being cryptographic zero knowledge proofs. And there are other coins that utilize ZK Snarks, and obviously there are a lot of other privacy coins out there. I think something that really sets the Zelcash team and our coin apart, Zel, is that this cross-chain approach, where we will be utilizing two different cross chains that will both be specialized, one for the currency and the other one for the platform and the applications. What other platforms are attempting to do is essentially make a kind of Swiss Army approach, where one chain will essentially serve as the currency and the platform and all these other multiple purposes. But if you think about a Swiss Army knife, it can do a lot of things, but not very well. So what we really want to utilize is this cross-chain approach that we're looking into to specialize what we're doing on the different chains. And this actually is starting to become more popular. I follow the development of multiple different coins in the cryptocurrency community. And if you've heard of IOTA and what they're doing in regards to the Tangle, there's a project currently called Oyster Pearl, where they are actually utilizing both the Ethereum blockchain as well as IOTA to serve as their platform for their applications and for storage as well. So they are also looking to utilize a cross-chain approach as well, which I believe will become more popular moving forward in the crypto community.
Awesome. Do you want to carry on? Okay. Is the cross-chain a clone of ETH, or will it be your own algo? We are basically, going to take the Ethereum code. We're going to edit a few things. We're going to try and take an approach where we don't have to use, for example, in Ethereum, you have to use Solidity, or in List, you have to use Java. We're going to try and have a cross-platform so developers can code in whichever language they feel most comfortable in. Okay, next, method for obtaining more nodes. Okay, so we have our main nodes we've set up, and then in an effort to decentralize, we've been asking people to set them up. If you have a computer and you have your wallet open, or you have the opportunity to have your wallet open, it really helps out if you can share your IP and just open port 16125. Helps us decentralize and takes them the load off our servers. Next question, masternodes. Everyone keeps asking. Masternodes are going to be voted for. There is no official amount, and there's no official reward for them yet. It's going to be decided later on down the line once we see sort of the value and the sort of interest in them. And obviously, it's going to come to a community vote that's fair, transparent, that everyone can sort of get what they want out of it. We can't have everybody having a master node because that sort of defeats the purpose, because not everyone's going to upkeep them. So if you have a reasonably high price, it means people are going to want to have them, can be desirable, and it means that people are going to bother upkeeping the VPSs that they run on to help run the ETH chain with stake. Okay. Next, actually, would be a good thing to talk about, would be decentralization. So the issues we're having right now is that there's a lot of hash power on mining speed, and mining speed specifically. There's been an announcement made by Sen on mining speed, telling people to decentralize, go to other pools, because that puts us susceptible to potential weaknesses and attacks if we are so centralized on mining speed. Also, it may not be instantly as profitable as you see. Maybe on mining speed you get loads of little payouts, but you'll get bigger payouts on the smaller pools. And like we said, it does help decentralization. Next on the agenda, I mean, feel free to ask questions in the chat. We've got one here. Do you have any plan on first-party dApps? Yes, we do. We're thinking potentially a social network of some sort that is completely decentralized. So yeah, he's answered that. Extra Dells, I've just told you, a messaging platform that's simply showing what it can be utilized for. You can send all sorts of different bits of information through it, and you can also then use it to transact value as well, using the Equihash chain, bringing two chains together. What percentage of the network hash power is currently on mining speed? Currently, mining speed has around 60%, 50%, which is good. We've clearly decentralized quite a bit more, but we have around 50%, which is okay at the minute. It's much better than it was a few days ago when they had over 90%. It was like 95% or something ridiculous. But that's going to happen, obviously, as we grow as a community. As we carry on development, we'll have more pools to pick us up. We're on talks with Supernova. It's a double-edged sword to be part and join Supernova, but it does introduce a lot more people to Zelcash, and it also helps decentralization as well. What can the community do to help Zelcash? You can participate in trying to join, for example. So we're looking for developers, blockchain developers, as Extra said, to expand the team so we can get stuff done quicker. Because right now, with 3-4 devs, it is a bit of a constraint to try and get all the work done. But if we can diversify and we can have more people coming in, one, we get more knowledge joining the team, but also we can quickly get stuff, simple tasks and other more complex stuff done, more efficiently. Other ways you can help, exactly. Follow on social media, retweet, etc., and just spread it. Go on YouTube videos, and tell people, well, look at this, project that I'm interested in. That would be, helpful to us to get us out there and to have a more wider field. Because right now we're having to deal with a lot of FUD, obviously, because a lot of people ask, oh, why Zelcash sounds so much like Zencash? We chose, okay, there's no secret, they sound very similar. There's one letter different. We basically, when we were choosing names, the logo has a sort of hidden design that it's two separate blocks, so separate blockchains joining together with a central piece. That's sort of the meaning behind the logo. We didn't copy. As some people are suggesting, if you look at their logo, it's actually pretty different. It's 3 different blocks in different orders. And we could also get the domain, zel.cash, which we felt perfectly, summarized the forward thinking of the project and the way it was. And it looked nice, and it's easy for people to pronounce, etc., etc.
Scribbles.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
So another big reason why we chose Zelcash as well as the ticker of Zel, which is ZEL, is because we're incorporating ZK snarks, and that's where the Z comes from. We're incorporating Shash and Equihash, and that's where the E comes from. And we're also going to be linking them together, and that's where the L comes from. So that's why we used ZEL, Zel.
Exactly. Another question. Yeah, so there's a hidden meaning behind it. I thought we were going to keep it quiet, but never mind. But yeah, that's the hidden meaning behind the Zel name. We thought somebody might be able to work it out, but there you go. The lightweight Windows wallet. We have actually got a project working on lightweight wallets across platform. So not only Windows, but Linux, Mac, mobile as well. Obviously, our web wallet's going to be the first step towards that. So that's going to be, everyone can send, receive, and you do everything they can with a full Zelcash wallet. They can also do that now on the web wallet. So that's going to be releasing the next few days. That'll be, bring us to every single platform. In terms of lightweight wallets, we have got it in the works. We are working through it. We have got an interesting few projects, maybe potentially to incorporate different coins with our lightweight wallet in a sort of, bringing all the private coins together. So that's potentially down the line, but that would also be a lightweight one. So we'll be incorporating Zel, Zcash, Zencash, the whole lot. But that's not confirmed yet. That's a plan. And obviously that can also help market us to other users as well. So if you have any questions, fire them away in the Discord, anywhere. That would be brilliant. Okay, regarding the wallet, it is really annoying to run the wallet all the time because of the massive CPU usage. Any plans on this? Our wallet's actually relatively lightweight, I believe. Mount, you've run it as well. Has anyone else had any experience with the wallet being heavy use of their CPU? We've made it in JavaScript, so it's pretty simple and easy to use on your CPU. It shouldn't draw usage that massively, actually. The only time it would draw usage would be sending a private transaction, so from a Z address to a Z address. Someone's asked Lambos when. You tell us. You help spread, and potentially, who knows. Another comment we had made was the dev team commenting on price of the coin and that sort of chat. Obviously, some people feel maybe that's a bit too unprofessional, potentially, some people were saying, and they didn't like it. But I guess we were very hyped up, in the last few days, happy we managed to get on exchange, happy that, our project's live and people are using it. We have over 1,000 people mining at the moment, and we have 650 people in our Discord. That's, a massive amount. And we're so thankful for all the support we're getting so far. And yeah, we're sort of coming back to professionalism and reality and, storming on ahead and delivering on everything we're promising. And we're going to make sure we're definitely on target to hit all our roadmark aims. Go ahead.
um, although we're really focusing on the development of the blockchains and the platform, the question that we also get is how much for a master node, and that's why it's important that we also continue to evaluate the price, because that looking at the price, that will actually determine how much Zel per master node, if that makes sense. And that's why we need more time for the coin to develop, because we can either, lock up the master nodes with a lower amount, but it'd be a higher price, or vice versa, depending on how much price per Zel at that point, if that makes sense.
Of course. I'll just quickly answer a question here. Can we create a Telegram channel? The little talent of mine, I am able to speak Russian, so I'm going to quickly answer this in Russian, because most of the Telegram users do speak Russian. Ну, вам сказать, что мы стараемся это сделать. Мы думаем, если это будет бенефиция нам это делать. У нас, я скажу, 1/4 людей живут в России. И мы постараемся не сделать, но мы знаем, что вы эту платформу любим, и мы постараемся сделать скоро, через неделю, наверное. To sum that up, I just explained that we're planning on doing a Telegram channel in the we're planning on doing a Telegram channel in a week's time or so. We know that a lot of Russian users and Eastern European users use Telegram, and we can understand that you want to stick to your platform. So of course we'll be looking into making that in the next few weeks. We just need to find a moderator who's comfortable speaking Russian and monitoring it at the same time. So, are there any other questions? Or are we just going to chill? I needed to say... Oh, hello, we got another one. Oh, we were requested by Discord user Doc said it to say the word crypto hippos. So that's been said. Send the rewards to the charity, please. The charity donations page. And the price prediction, like we said, we're not really focusing on that, but we are monitoring it. And you can probably take it like, for example, look at how far, a great example, we have 10 times their supply, but we're going to do 10 times more things potentially. Zencash, their price is around the $50 mark. So we have 10 times more supply. So we could easily expect $2-3 plus on the price prediction in a few months. I mean, it's up to you guys, whether or not you sell, mine, hold completely. The team isn't monitoring price on that close of a basis to sort of make an accurate prediction for it. So if any more questions, we'll be happy to answer them. Are there any on Twitter, or are we good through?
No, none on Twitter.
None on Twitter. All right, guys. So if you fire away some questions for the next 5 minutes, we'll get them answered. If there isn't any, Thank you for being and joining us live. No revealing of surprises. Okay, Zenkoku, we'll give you some surprises. We have a new web wallet, which we've mentioned already, though. That's going to be cross-platform for everyone to use. We're going to have our beginning of development of full nodes for Mac and Linux as well. So the same wallet we have, much less buggier, obviously. We're releasing a V3 of the current wallet that we have on Windows. And we're also working on a better graphical design down the line. What else have we got?
I'm gonna do a paper wallet design.
Oh, yeah.
Which would look nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's also a great idea. What else have we got? Mobile wallet. We are planning to work on them, but we're focusing on desktop first. We're going to get web out soon, so everyone can use a wallet no matter where they are. And then we are going to find the best solution for a mobile wallet. We could do something like Copay, but it's not necessarily decentralized and as secure as we want it to be. So potentially we could figure out some sort of way. Maybe there's a fee in the Copay Android wallet, which maybe some people agree with or not, but it will allow us to upkeep servers necessarily to have it running. All right, keep the questions coming in. We'll stay open for a Q&A for the next 5-10 minutes. So excuse the awkward silence, but we haven't got any music prepared. Sorry, I'm going to get copyrighted.
Well, additionally, I think it's important that we continue to note that we released a week early as well. So, we're doing our best to get everything updated and fixed as quickly as possible. And, the biggest reason that we released early is that we were excited about the project and wanted to get it out into the community as quickly as possible.
Yep. To answer people asking in Russian, there's people that are basically asking, what are we discussing here? Мы просто говорим, что мы будем делать через некоторые недели, и наши процессы на работу, и что мы сможем залудить после мы закончим этот лайвстрим. Вы можете смотреть от начала и увидеть, что мы говорили в начале, мы говорили больше, по что мы будем делать, и сейчас мы просто вопросы задаем. We're having some questions coming in, or is that about it? What we got? To plug in now, please, if you have any skills, so if you're a developer or a developer, C++, JavaScript, etc., web developers, etc., that would be really helpful if they could get in contact with us so we can evaluate and potentially hire them to join the project. Anything else anyone wants to add? I think that is about it. Yep. Anyone wants to add anything from the team? Hey guys, thanks for joining us live. Oh, hello, one more's just flown in. I guess you are mainly aiming for GUI developers. We're looking for all sorts, really. GUI developers will be helpful for accelerating projects to our, multi-hat talented developers like Extra can focus on the core infrastructure features, the blockchains, etc. Is V3 Windows Wallet, is it going to work with 32-bit? I think we should be able to do that. It might be V4, but V4 will be out a few days after V3 if there are any issues. Yeah, so we're looking for a wide range to expand the team. We're looking for at least a 20-man team, hopefully in the next few weeks and months. There's a few more questions coming in now. No? Yes? Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live. Mac Wallet ETA. Okay. Mac Wallet ETA in the next few days or so. Week maybe just over a week. We're having a web wallet, though, so Mac users will be able to use the web wallet. But, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us live. And, yeah. Continue supporting Zell. We appreciate everyone who's in this early, and we're planning on having another meeting in the next 2 weeks or so. So we're planning to have bi-weekly meetings. So one at the beginning of the month and one at the end of the month. It's probably going to be every Saturday or Sunday. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.